All right, welcome to day 11 of the Advent calendar. I started to roam around and look at other people's thoughts, and I'm really on the same whiskeys, and I really loved the comments where a whole crew of us felt like, there's no way that's the peated one. It's got to be this one that's the peated one. So I am intentionally not following Jonathan, the guy who put this all together with his wife, Cindy. I'm not following his blog to see what he's saying about these things because I'm trying to go in as blind as I possibly can. So when you follow him, you're either going to find I was totally wrong on something, or maybe I picked up on something, or who knows what. Really been cool seeing different opinions on depending on where people are coming from. Today is a Wemyss Malt, and yes, I don't really bother with pronunciation. It's a character flaw that I just don't have any intention of correcting. Every once in a while I'll be like, I should probably say that like people normally say that. But then I forget the next time. So yes, it's pronounced Wemyss. Delicious Burst. Now, if you remember, Wemyss is doing these things sort of like Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, and there's a few other people who are simply naming the bottle or the release around the flavor profile instead of around the distillery. So you'll have to check with Jonathan to find out what this distillery actually is. But I would say already in the nose, it feels back to the space sidey, but it's a little more grain musty, but it's still heavy butterscotch. I mean, this reminds me of Cardew, actually. Probably not Cardew. It reminds me of Cardew, reminds me a little bit of Linkwood. There is a slight ash pepper in there. But man, it's back there. Other than that, it's orange and citrus, vanillas and butterscotches. Oh, there we go. Something opened up with a little bit of evaporation. Something that's a little more in the sour fruit direction. This puts in my head more of the slightly musty Speyside characteristics. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, that's nice. That's got more. Wow. That's not just as plain and sweet as I thought it would be. There's actually some of the heavier notes in there. Not rubber and not exactly smoke, but it's headed the direction of those more low, heavy cuts. So on my second sip, it's 46% by the way, it goes back to being slightly sweeter again, and a vanilla, and there was this one slight burst of low smoke or low phenols, and I lost it on the second one. Let's see if a little bit of water pushes those oils to the top and lets us get a shot at something else. Okay. It accented the citrus in the nose, but it also brought out a little bit of a coffee candy kind of note. No, it made it purely sweet. Woo! That sort of jacked it up a little bit. It was much better at 46%. I'm finding that a lot of these independent bottlers, several of them, I should say, what they decided to set the proof at is just right where I would have chosen, and each time I add water, I don't really like the results. So well done, guys. This one, the nose got more interesting and a little bit more mulchy, earthy, floral, like an actual garden instead of just a bouquet of flowers. But the taste got all pretty and kind of flat. It lost all the spikiness and all the slight sharp brittle notes and just rolled along like butter. Yeah, it's okay. Delicious Burst makes me think of like some kind of bubble gum. And actually, and now that I was waiting until I'd given some tasting notes before I decided on this, but I felt like the power of suggestion put this idea of a slightly spicy bubble gum in my brain, and I can't get away from it. It sort of does have that sweet chewing gum something going on. All right. Well, Jonathan emailed me and said, hey, sorry that we're living only in space sides for you, but keep your head up. It's about to get more interesting for you if you like smokier stuff. So that's promising. Let's see what tomorrow holds. Until then, may your crazy stay this side of legal, and may you return before we have time to miss you. Cheers.